He lost his wife of more than 30 years and decided to bring her clothes to a consignment store.
She had 3 closets full of clothes.
But it didn't go as planned, and this Chula Vista man claims one store took his money.
This is grand theft.
And that's when he contacted Team 10.
Investigator Melissa Masiha is here. And Melissa, the owner's husband told you that they kept the money?
Yeah, he didn't deny it, so you're going to hear his explanation here in a minute. Consignment stores are where the store sells the item for you and you keep a portion of the money. This is a warning to be careful who you do business with. One Chula Vista man told me he didn't get the contract for the store until after the owners took his late wife's clothes. This is Clyde Spraker and his wife Delight.
She was a delight.
A Delight who loved clothes.
She was one who was just very fashion conscious, and she just liked to dress up.
Clothes actually brought the two together. He sold her a line of sportswear years ago when she owned a store in Bonita.
We ended up having a date, and one thing led to another, and pretty soon we got married.
They wove together a life that lasted 34 years. When Delight died in 2014, Clyde decided to sell her closets full of clothes. He tried consignment stores. The first one, the Spare Room in Bonita. The store specializes in women's clothing. It offers sellers 40% on what the item sells for. Clyde said he had no problem here. The Spare Room took hundreds of items from Clyde.
She told me which items sold and sent me checks.
What didn't sell went to charity. Clyde received a list for his tax deductions.
I was very pleased with my experience. I was very happy with them.
He then went to InStyle Boutique in Chula Vista.
Very frustrating. Very frustrating.
Clyde says the owner emailed him a list of the more than 280 items the store was trying to sell. Total price, nearly $2,000.
They priced out.
He also got this contract, which says he would get 50% of the sales price.
Unsold items.
Clyde says months went by, no word from InStyle Boutique.
In January, I contacted them, and they said, "Oh, no, you're too far past the date of sale, so we can't do anything for you." I said, "That's not right."
Clyde showed the owners the long list of clothes they took. Still, nothing.
They said, "No, according to our agreement, we don't owe you anything."
The contract states checks and/or unsold items will be available for pickup 10 days after the expiration of the agreement only. After that, they belong to the store. Did they say they donated the clothes? Did they say they sold the clothes?
No, they didn't admit to anything, donation or sales.
When you give your stuff to a consignment store, just
I showed consumer protection attorney Brett Schreiber Clyde's contract with InStyle Boutique.
they have taken his property and the money that they derive from his property, and under one line in a contract says if you don't come back quick enough, it's ours. It's a gotcha game that they've created.
He also says just because something is in a contract doesn't make it legal. So even if it's in a contract, does that matter?
It doesn't.
I visited InStyle Boutique. The store is no longer there. It's now a barber shop. The phone number listed
Hi, my name's Melissa. I was trying to get
is wrong. I found a website and emailed what appeared to be InStyle Boutique's online store. Fernando Sanchez, the owner's husband, called me back.
Money was there for him to pick up when he did contact, but he never did. By the time he came back, I mean, it was way too late.
What happened to the money?
We keep the money.
They ripped me off for a lot of money.
Will he be able to get any of his money?
I'll look into the whole thing that you said about the contract not being legal, and yeah, if I'm in violation, of course.
Do you think that you're the only person this has happened to?
No. I suspect that they've probably pulled this crap on a lot of other people.
Well, InStyle Boutique is not in operation anymore. Consumer advocates say if you are thinking of consigning your items, get the contract before you hand over your clothes. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Now, it sounds obvious, but Clyde trusted them, and this was the result.
Yeah, it's a 10-day window.
Yeah.
Just isn't really even feasible for a lot of people.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens because he says he's looking into it.
It's about the fine print. It's just not good business, and maybe that's the reason why the shop's not there anymore.
Could be.
All right, thank you, Mel.